Fred, why are you involved in selective bias and non-transparent, how do you call it, dealings with persons who are found to have done something wrong?
Well, I'm very sad to hear my brother, Honorable Titus Glover, speak the way he spoke this morning. I've always known him to be very objective and fair-minded when it comes to issues. But sometimes when you are going for elections, it becomes difficult to be. It becomes very difficult to be your very. It becomes very difficult to be very safe. You need to say things to please your people.
I'm speaking the truth.
And so naturally, when he leaves here, I know he will regret some of the comments he has made, because I know him for all these many years, and that is not him. You see, since when has court rulings and decisions by the judges become that of the president? Since when? Now it's President Mama that determines what judges do and say in our court. Is that what you are suggesting? Is that what you are suggesting? Go and check our entire history. The colonial period, the post-colonial period, the military regime, up until the coming into being of the 1992 Constitution, and how bail conditions have been in this country and what we have gone through in this country. Now, if you make a case that the removal of the former Chief Justice has put fear in the judges, what exactly do you mean? If the Constitution thinks that a Chief Justice must not be removed, even if he's involved in wrongdoing, why the Constitution make provision for same? Then the Constitution would have said that the Chief Justice is untouchable. He can even commit murder, he can commit whatever crime, nobody must touch him. Because when you touch him, you put fear in other judges. If by removing the Chief Justice, what you are saying is to go by, and that some fear has engulfed the judges to do the right thing, then hallelujah. Then we must thank God. If by removing her, based on the things she did, and the evidence brought against her, is now compelling judges to sit up and serve Mother Ghana well, they must all be happy. Titus Glover is not talking. Why? Gregory Afoko, do you remember that gentleman? Do you know that gentleman? Former chairman of MPP, Paul Afoko's brother, who was put in jail, and even after the court has ruled, acquitted and discharged, under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as the president. You kept the man in jail. Civil society was knocking at your door that no, you can't treat the court decision with impunity. A human rights lawyer president. Mr. Titus Glover, have you forgotten so soon? How did you forget this? How did this escape you? Today you are pontificating. You are crying. You are organizing press conference. The things you did in this country with the judiciary. Let me ask you, really and truly, were you proud as a Ghanaian of the kind of judiciary that you presided over? Were you proud? Is that what Ghana can have? The things you did with the judiciary in this country? Excuse me, bro. I beg you. I beg you. Gregory Afoko is a Ghanaian. He's a human being. Our laws are very explicit. The police can grant a bail depending upon the circumstances and the issue involved and how difficult the issues are. If you check the 19th Constitution very well, granting bail now, the rights of the person must be taken into cognizance. The laws are very explicit. When they are arrested, they can't keep you in custody for more than 48 hours. They have to take you to court, and the court must make a decision. You are granted bail with conditions based on the severity of the issue you are looking at. And you are supposed to meet those bail conditions. And so if you are not meeting the bail conditions, how then do you conclude there is a president who is manipulating or controlling or determining whatever it is? That a judge who sat on a Broadness case has been brought back and promoted. What is the meaning of that? Is this the first time that a judge who has gone into voluntary retirement in our country has been called back to come and work?
In fact, speaking about, just a quick one, speaking about this issue, Your sister, Beatrice Annan.
Yes. Very
presidential
learned.
staffer.
Yes.
And a private legal practitioner. She's a lawyer. I mean, very of high repute.
Smart.
She sent a message regards to this particular issue you just mentioned. Now, this is what Beatrice says. And she says, "Good morning, Moro. My greetings to Honorable Titus." And she says, "Kindly tell him that President Mahama did not recall any judge from retirement to be promoted. He should get his facts right. The judges promoted went through vetting long before Agbenyo made those unguarded statements, for which reason he was arrested. Government spokesperson, Honorable Felix, is on record to have condemned that decision contrary to how they upheld and celebrated every decision of the courts between 2017 and 2024. However absurd some of those decisions were." She says, "Any attempt to equate President Mahama to the executive and judicial tyranny experienced in the past 8 years will not stand. Today, our economy is growing, exchange rates stabilized, and people are experiencing a new aura of governance, and that is the focus of President Mahama. President Mahama remains democracy personified, and well-meaning Ghanaians are celebrating him. Anyway, let him sing the what's that? Obodo Bidi. Obodo Bidi or something. That was Olela.
I'll respond to it.
Okay. Obodo Bidi or something song for me. He's a great rapper though. I didn't know what that was like. I know he's a good dancer. I'm not sure about being a great rapper.
He raps,
anyway, so please go ahead. So that's Beatrice's.
Thank you. Thanks, Beatrice, for that intervention. You see, they create their own narrative. Then when they get a platform like this, they forcefully push that narrative through and trying to compel everybody to accept same to be true. What you did with the judiciary in this country, even judges who disagree with you, even at the Supreme Court level, you wouldn't even allow them to sit on cases. You think we don't know? You think we don't know? Go in and ask the likes of the Domahini the things he went through. Go and ask the likes of Justice Jamepe. Go and talk to them, please. Don't talk about the judiciary. You see, there's something about the MPP that sometimes gets me very, very worried. They always come with a posture of superiority complex. We are special people. We must be treated differently. When it's about us, the story must change. The approach must change. They can do whatever they like to others, but not them. You see, we have long gone past that stage. We are in a rule of law, a system of rule of law. And the laws of the land must be allowed to work. They may not favor you all the time. They may not go the way you want all the time. President Mahama that we have known in this country all these many years, is he one that you ascribe certain things to, that you will get interfere and get involved and try to manipulate the system? To what end? He has proven time with that number that is a Democrat, pure and real. And last week I said something on platform. This whole blind solidarity that because person A belongs to my political stock, and so when he's called upon to account for his stewardship, we must necessarily mass up. We must make noise, distract the process from going on smoothly. It's something that all of us we need to soberly reflect on. Are you not sad and worried as a Ghanaian who once upon a time was in charge of a constituency? And if you look at the challenges in your constituency and the amounts of monies they are mentioning that ended up in people's private pockets, you think that we should just let go? No, but Titus Glover, when we entered, we all mentioned the number of places you have served. Has anybody invited before any investigative body? Hello? Has anybody invited you? And so when people are called upon to account for their stewardship, how do you turn around and say that somebody is infringing upon their rights?
Okay.
Now he says Dr. Poni and some people, a nolle prosequi was issued and their case was discontinued. Really and truly, in a criminal case that you take to court, if you have all the facts, you have done your investigation very well, why should it take more than 8 years? Why should it take more than 8 years? And so indeed, if they had done something wrong, the very day you step into office, you got them arrested, you invited them, you started a trial. How come you didn't end the trial before you left office? If indeed there was some wrongdoing that they were engaged in, why didn't you jail them in the past 8 years? Why didn't you jail them? We know the things you did. It is sheer envy, wickedness that ended Dr. Adufo and the rest in the things you brought them to. How can a bank, a private bank, give business to private people, majority of them with government contracts? You refuse to pay them, and so the bank becomes insolvent, and then you collapse the bank and everything, confiscate the assets and what have you. And you took the person to court. And for well over 8 years, you couldn't secure judgment. You couldn't do anything. And Attorney General comes, sees with all the facts, take a decision that believes will help this country. You are crying and shouting. Okay. I am saying that if the action of the Attorney General doesn't have expression in law, that he has done something contrary to our law, you can scream and shout about it.
Okay.
But if the law provides for that Attorney General can do what he did, why are you complaining?
All right. I guess I will have to end it here. Because we have just 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to go. But I'll do this. I'll do this quickly before you come in. Now, Tafa from America says, to be honest, I have a lot of respect for Honorable Titus, so he shouldn't be talking like this. How can he accuse President Mahama of meddling? Oh, okay. So I think it's a problem with this. So he's meddling into judge's decision without any evidence. This MPP press conference is much ado about nothing. Alhaji Hamza from Peck Farm sends that message and says, good morning, my brother. The press conference that was addressed yesterday by the General Secretary of the MPP was nothing but much ado about nothing. This has nothing to do with bail issues. They are only trying to run away from accountability. According to the General Secretary, what is happening to their party functionaries is witch hunting. This has nothing to do with witch hunting. If witches are out there, they must be hunted. My brother, I look at the revelations that are coming out from the Public Accounts Committee. It's so sad. I don't understand why President Mahama said Ghana was a crime scene under President Nadu and the MPP party. They should give us a break and stop throwing dust into the eyes of Ghanaians. We have a country to govern. The General should be used to opportunity to address the issues in their party. The MP as a political party today lacks leadership. The youth are attacking and insulting others in the party. It is sad. That's Alhaji Hamza from Peck Farm sends that message. Ali Horeya says the MP always thinks Ghanaians wash their face toward downwards. The NDC under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama are resetting the country. Ismaila Horeya Ali, Greater Accra Regional Zone Caucus coordinator. So So on YouTube, Davido says there is drug use in most of these homes. It is far complex. That's Davido watching us on YouTube. And also Emily Nola says parents must start training their boy children not to beat their sisters. Let them know it is not good. Parents too should not be fighting in front of their children. That's Emily Nola. And I believe we're done with that. So if you could do just a minute, Kajira take us off. Yes.
This topic we have to come back again.
Okay.
Another time.
Right.
But Fred, I'm not here to please you.
Oh, I said that.
To please your NDC people out there. I'm not. And I'll not speak to encourage.
Okay.
If the president is doing something that is fine, you know me, I'll talk about it.
What has he done?
Please.
What has the president done?
Cool down.
Give us evidence
please.
of everything he has done.
I'm not pleasing.
Allegation about the president without
No,
evidence.
you remember when then Kande Mahama met the NDC lawyers at the program? And he described the Supreme Court judges as unanimous FC, a football club.
Was it the only person who said it?
Oh, please, I beg you.
We also thought that they were unanimous at the time.
So when
Were you not
NDC
sad as a
win
Ghanaian?
cool down. When NDC win cases in court, the bench is good.
Okay.
But anytime they lose case, they have a problem with the bench.
All right, so Mancha
That is
Bruce.
President Mama and the NDC.
All right, so Mancha
So
Bruce.
clearly,
You were doing
and
well
to
than
Beatrice,
You were
is that
doing
what?
well than that.
The city is stabilized against the dollar.
Let's take yours off. That's
How
what
much?
she-
Oh, yes.
Take yours off.
Come on, let go.
But Mancha, anyway, sorry, Mancha.